and this is not the good part, but I've been fighting cancer since the last 2 years, and I still have effects of that, and it affects me, my daily life, but I'm dealing with it because I'm up and going and spend time outside and walk a lot and try to enjoy the days, because I tell you, every day I get up and I look out, I'm fine. But 3 weeks coming up on my first year anniversary of my cancer surgery, and as far as I know at this point, I'm cancer free. And that didn't just happen, okay? I believe in a higher power, and I believe he's taking care of me. And I'm just a working guy from Connersville. Yeah, I'm Tom Day. I've been in Connersville most of my adult life and some of my youth. Here at Hallmark, I'm responsible for the sales at the Connersville location. Sales has always been a part of my life, and there's different businesses have different requirements. Here, you gotta have a quality product, which Hallmark has. You gotta have reasonable prices, which Hallmark has. Then the rest falls on the salesperson. You gotta have customer service. If you don't put the customer first, you're probably not gonna make too many sales. And by that I mean you find out what their need is, you go look at their lot if you have to verify that the product will fit there, and then you just take care of what the customer wants. And good people here in town, hard-working people. I've renewed a lot of friendships here. I've been gone for a while, and I like my job, I like Hallmark Buildings, I like working with Derek, and my life has been mainly about probably 4 things. First was family. That's the biggest part that's made me who I am. Second, my military service. Thirdly, my work, what all I've done. And fourthly, and this is not the good part, but I've been fighting cancer since the last 2 years. And so those are kind of the 4 defining parts of my life: my family, my work, and then my military service, and then my cancer. So we do get a lot of good people in here, I will say that. And I have good customers and good people to know. My mom she's 98 years old, lives by herself over on Virginia Avenue. My wife does a lot for her, getting her in food and everything that she needs, but she actually lives in an apartment by herself. Pretty substantially, takes care of most of her stuff. But my wife's available all the time and takes care of her. No, we raised 3 kids. They've all been gone from here for some time. But that's one of the main reasons I came back, was because Mom was here. I had a younger brother who was here and was living with her and helping her, but he died just about a year ago. Had a massive heart attack at 66 years old. So you don't know what tomorrow's. You just gotta be ready. In the shed business, this is about my 6th year in the shed business. And I had a shed business here, but I lost 9 months. And so that went by the wayside. And so when I got able, I called Derek and we had a conversation, and he had a need and I tried to fill it. The people I help, they're all pretty good people. And I try to find out what they need, and if they need financing, which a lot of them do, but we provide that. We make it as easy for the customer as we can. That's my job. Hallmark's job is to get me quality sheds at a fair price, which they do. And then my job is to see that those sheds get sold to people and the people get taken care of. Because I take it personally, because my name is tied to each one that goes out here. And I was in the building business about 35 years, probably 30 years of that was here. And so I've, been well known in the community for a long time. And everything goes out here has got my name on it, and I take that serious. And and Derek knows that. He probably gets tired of me calling him once in a while, ask me when this is going to happen, because I'm not a patient guy, never have been. So, and whatever we tell them we're going to do, we make sure we do that. And that's how we make sales, and that's how we're going to build this even bigger than it is, by taking care of people, And I know most all the business people in town, they all know me from all my years here. So, because before I was in the building business, I was in the real estate business for 7 years. So, spent a lot of time here, enjoyed it. The last couple of years been a little tough, but you know, that's life. You deal with it. Oh, Kunkel's, right up the road here. Kunkel's Drive-In, been here, I don't know, longer than I've been around here. So, but yeah, they're good family, local people. Oh, the Kunkel burger and fries, you know, and pretty simple, just up the road. So Connersville, it's just a small town. We've got good leadership and good churches, and you know, schools are good. Just a good family place to raise your family. You know, I've always enjoyed it. I was drafted, of course. I'd been married 4 years. Had my own business at that time, but when they called, I didn't go to Canada like a lot of people did back then. I answered the call and done what I was supposed to do. I didn't stay any longer than I had to. I wasn't a volunteer. It impacts your life. Any veteran will tell you that. They have a training program. It's to accomplish certain things, and they get it done. They make you what they want you to be. Seen some guys that didn't make it and wasn't strong enough to get through the training, and you know, I was pretty lucky. And with the service that I did, I spent all my time here in the States, but it is a different life. 22. Most of the guys I went to Fort Knox with, that's where I went for my basic training, they were younger than me. Like I said, at the time I'd already been married 4 years, I already had my own business. You know, when they call you, you go. You don't, or I did. At that time, there was a lot of people that didn't. But I'm glad I did, and I didn't like it at the time, but it's still part of me. I mean, they get inside you. They make you and mold you what they want you to be. It becomes part of you, and you can't get rid of it, or I haven't been able to. And but yeah, it's just part of who you are. And but a lot of guys didn't come out as good as I did, so you know, and I know that. And it wasn't all bad, but it wasn't all good. November 22nd of '66 it's fallen on the calendar the same way this year. It was the day before Thanksgiving. They shipped me down to Fort Knox. Well, everybody'd left for the holiday. I get there, I don't know anything. And I met another guy there from Connersville. That time lived in Newcastle. And he went and sat in the corner, and I seen what it was doing to him. I said, hey, we got to get out of here. We got to go find something. I'm getting hungry. Let's go find something to eat, find where we're going to eat and what we're going to do. Because that first week was a long week, and I still remember that 57 years later. So, well, I've had a good life, and I've enjoyed it. And I've raised a good family. They were all successful and went on. And I've been married 61 years to the same woman. And so, you know, I've had a good life. I'm a happy person. And that's because of my surroundings and, you know, who I grew up with, my kids I raised, and just life in general.